everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming to you today with wet hair because I finally got the Dyson Airwrap Complete. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a complete breakdown of this entire product. I'm going to test out all the attachments, let you know my honest thoughts on it, and I am just so excited. I mentioned a couple videos back that I was saving up my Ulta points to do like a big Ulta haul, but I decided to go ahead and just put them towards my biggest splurge purchase literally ever, which was going to be this Dyson Airwrap. I literally just took my hair out of like my little hair towel like right before I pressed record. So now what I'm going to do is just brush out my hair. I already did apply a little bit of a leave-in product before I put my hair in my towel, and that was the Bumble BB Illuminated Blonde Tone Enhancing Leave-In Spray. So this is a like leave-in toning thing because obviously like I have bleached hair, so I like it to be like a little bit more on the like silvery ashy side. Even sometimes it gets a little purple if I leave my shampoo in a little bit too long, but I like that look. So it says apply to damp hair, obviously, and I think pretty sure that this has some sort of a heat protectant in it. I think I looked that up once, so I'm just going to do that for like prep wise for my hair, and then I'm just brushing through with a wet brush, being careful to not pull too hard through any knots or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush out my hair and then I'll be right back. Hair is all brushed out and parted and I'm ready to crack into my Airwrap. So it did come in my like in like a regular Ulta box, and then inside it was in like the Dyson box that comes basically like from the factory, so that it's like extra protected. Onto the main star of the show. So I did get the Airwrap Complete. They did have the limited edition one, which is a different color, and it came with like a travel bag, but it was like $50 more. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick with the regular one because I don't want to spend $50 on a bag, and it already comes in a travel case, so I don't think that's like something that I really need to worry about. Go ahead and crack this open. I am literally so excited. I was waiting forever for this. I thought that the package had gotten lost, but then randomly it just like started shipping again, and then it was here the next day, so I'm so excited. So taking a peek right in, it comes obviously in like the huge brown leather case that you always see people like having out on display or something because it's so beautiful. And then that is all that comes in the box. It's just like the regular packaging. And then you have the travel case, and it says Dyson right on the top. It's really nice. And it comes with a like, the closure on it is just like a regular kind of like metal closure. And then, oops, this was on top of it. I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, it's like kind of heavy, so it's a little bit hard to hold up. This is what it looks like. It just has this leather piece on top, which I'm just going to put to the side for now. And then it has a kind of like protective sort of foam thing that tells you with instructions on how to use it. And then inside we have the product, which is paper wrapped kind of around it. And then all of the attachments. So I'm so excited to try this. Oh my gosh, like you have no idea. I've literally been wanting this for like ever. So this is the sort of like main component. All of these pieces kind of lift out, right? And this is what the component looks like. It's not very heavy at all. Like this is actually pretty light. I thought it would be like kind of a heavier metal, but it feels like kind of like a harder plastic almost. Has the settings on here, so you have it turns on and then you can push up for a cool setting, and then it also just has like the fan speed over here and then the temperature, so you can do I don't know if you'll be able to see with the lights, but it has 2 red settings and then 1 cool. So I'm guessing there's like a cool setting, a warm, and then like a hot. And then this is what the top of it looks like. So really cool, really interesting. This is super nice, and I'm kind of glad it's not as heavy. And then it has a decently long wire actually. It has sort of like a power brick, and then the part that plugs into the wall. So obviously I just have the like a regular plug. It has the reset and the test button, so it's same safety standards as like any other hairdryer or anything like that. So it has a separate attachment guide. So let's see. Obviously the main attachment is the blow dryer. So this is what it looks like. It says it prepares hair for styling. It's the pre-styling dryer. It takes hair from wet to damp, ready to start styling with barrels or brushes. Then there is the smooths and controls comb, which is this one. So That's what this one looks like. It says that it creates a smooth, straighter style with soft ball-tipped bristles engineered to be gentle on the scalp. So really interesting. It does move a little bit, I guess, so that it doesn't pull your hair. It has a little bit of leeway. So that's really interesting. And then obviously they all have, you know, the DYSON branding on it, which is super nice. Then there is the straighter style. So this is the firm smoothing brush. It has firm bristles to smooth and control for a straighter style with less frizz and less flyaways. So again, the bristles on here move, but they don't really have the like the little balls on the tips. It's just the kind of more firm bristles. Then there is the round volumizing brush, and it says that the long fine bristles direct air deep into the hair to give body, creating tension to shape hair as it dries. So interesting. It's just like kind of the, like you've seen this sort of type of brush blow up, like the Revlon styler and stuff like that. This is a little bit smaller than the Revlon one, which I like because I feel like if you have shorter hair or if you wanted to get more of like a regular blowout or you're styling bangs and stuff like that, I feel like the size for that is perfect. And then flipping my guide over, it has the curling wands. So we have the first ones are the voluminous curls and waves, and these create voluminous curls and medium density hair or flowing waves for finer hair. So I have kind of like fine to medium hair, so I'm expecting to get kind of like loose wave curls, which is like exactly what I'm looking for. So these ones are, it seems like it's the 1.2 inch air wrap barrel, and then there is these ones which are the 1.6 air wrap barrel. So instead of being tapered like these other ones, it's a little bit thicker and is the same length, or is the same width throughout. So these ones are for loose bouncy curls or waves. It says it's perfect for coarse medium length hair, provides loose curls and texture. So I feel like I'll probably mostly be using these ones. I feel like that'll be best for my hair type, but I am going to obviously try out all the attachments for you guys. And obviously it comes with 2 for the different directions of your hair, which I really like. You don't have to curl them all one way. They do give you different attachments for doing both sides of your head. So I am so excited. I guess we should go ahead and get into it. My hair is not soaking wet, but it is damp. I think I am actually going to do some of the brush attachments on one side of my head first and then just blow dry the whole thing just to kind of see how quickly and like what kind of finish it gives my hair. So I think I'm going to go in with some of the brush attachments first. So let me go ahead, give me one moment. I'm going to clean up everything and kind of get myself set up and I'll be right back. So we are all plugged in. I have my attachments on the side, that way I can just easily kind of grab at them. So I actually just turned this on just to see how loud it was, and it is pretty loud if it's just on here. I'm not sure if it gets any quieter when you add any of the attachments to it, but I will leave in the sound for just a moment. So if you're wearing headphones, beware. I'm going to literally blow an air dryer, so just to be careful, but this is what it sounds like. And then on cool, it's the same. So that is on the max fan setting. Let me try the first one. Yeah, that one's not too bad. And then the second, and then max. So I feel like there's not that much of a difference between the second and the third, but definitely like the first one is a lot quieter. And I also feel like it's a very strong setting once it's on the maximum setting, which I feel like I'm just gonna leave it on that. Like you could almost kind of use it and you don't even need like the attachment, but of course I will do the attachment. But first, we are going to test out some of the brush attachments. I'm going to first go in with this one that had the bristles on the end. To attach this, it has a lock and an unlock option, so I'm going to hold it down, that way it's unlocked, so I can pop in my attachment, and then I'm going to lock that into place by just pushing it up, and it is all good. So let me see how loud it is. Same loudness. But let me take a piece of hair from back here, and I will just brush it out. And then I'm going to dry it with this brush. Alright, so that literally took just a couple of seconds and it is completely dry. I feel like it definitely looks nice and shiny. I didn't do to my root, but the rest of like the mid-lengths to the ends of my hair are really, really dry. I feel like that blow dried a lot quicker than my other kind of brushes that I've used before, like the Revlon one. And I think that my hair feels nice and soft. So that was the soft smoothing brush. And then I'm going to try out the straighter style brush. So I'm going to take this piece in front over here and I'm going to switch out the attachment to the other one. And to change those out, I'm going to hold down the unlock and then take this off. This does feel pretty hot to the touch, so I would just be careful with that. Same thing, this is all very hot, so just be careful if like there's kids around or anything like that. But I'm going to switch over to this brush attachment. It's really easy to switch the attachments, so it's like not a problem if you have to go between like the regular blow dryer and then any of the stylers. But obviously if you just want to do like keep on one of the brushes, you can go ahead and do that, and it's super easy. So again, taking this piece, and I'm gonna use the straighter straightener. So again, that took like no time at all, and this is how this piece came out. So let me grab my other one, that way I can show you the difference between them. So this was the one that was done with the smoothing, and then this is the one that was done with the straightener. So I feel like this piece is definitely just kind of nice and soft, but it didn't really get rid of like any, like it's not super pin straight, it's just kind of like my regular blow dry. But then this piece over here, I feel like is pretty nice and straight. Same thing, it's super shiny, and it really took no time at all. So I am very impressed with that. I feel like if I did that over my whole head, it would look really nice. But this is what those pieces are looking like together. They don't look too different. This one is definitely a little bit smoother and a little bit straighter than this one, which still has a little slight bit of a wave to it. But yeah, I think that both of the brush attachments are really good. You do get both. You can't buy them, like you can't buy the air wrap without buying all the attachments. So they're definitely interesting to kind of play around with. I'm going to style like these front pieces of my hair with the round brush. So I'm going to add on the brush attachment, and I'm going to kind of style these pieces a little bit away from my face. I'm not going to go so crazy just because I'm going to blow dry the rest of my hair and then test out some of the curling barrels, but I am going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is what my hair looks like after styling. I just kind of pulled it through kind of like this, just twisting the barrels outward. That way I can kind of get it to sort of go back like this. My hair is super shiny, and there is like no frizz. I don't know if you've ever noticed any other time, like if I've ever shown my hair freshly blow dried, it always looks very frizzy, and I don't know why, even if I use that Revlon brush. Something about this where it's like the smoothness of the barrel, or whatever the material of like the metal that they use, or it's not even metal, I don't even know, it's like this kind of like hard plasticky type thing, I'm not even sure, but something about that makes my hair look and feel so good and so smooth and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on the blow dryer attachment, and I'm just going to finish blow drying my hair just until it's like basically completely dry. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Oh, and I just wanted to show you how loud it was with the attachment of the blow dryer, just to see. It's not as loud. I don't think it's as loud with the blow dryer attachment on it, so I don't think you have to worry about it being too loud like in the morning or anything. I definitely like wouldn't do this at like 6 in the morning if I'm styling my hair. The real thing that I'm going to try to put to the test is how loud it is with the curling attachments, because that's what I would actually use in the morning, because I have some pretty like early shifts, like sometimes I'm at work at like 6, 7 in the morning, so I would like to be able to use it. But yeah, the blow dryer itself is not too bad. Alright, I am back. I finished up blow drying the rest of my hair. I would say it's probably like 99% dry. Right away, I can tell a huge difference between this and my regular blow dryer, which is just like a cheap Conair one that I've been using for like a million years. This is much less hot, but much more powerful. So that combination, I can already tell, is probably so much better for your hair. You don't have to have an incredibly high heat on your hair for a super long time, like with the typical, like more affordable blow dryer. This one is so strong that it blow dried my hair in pretty much the same amount of time, but it used probably like, I want to say half the like level of heat. You would have to really hold it on your head for a long time in order to like feel like, ooh, I'm gonna burn myself. Whereas with a regular blow dryer, you hold it there for like maybe 5 seconds and you're like, oh my god, I need to, oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna burn myself. And there is zero frizz on my hair, even on the side that I did not use any of these straightening attachments on. I have no frizz. I have such a hard time getting any of like my sort of baby hairs on the top of my head to stay down. And I don't know if you could tell, I literally have like no hairs sticking out. And obviously I have bleached hair, so I do have some split ends, but my hair does not look fried. It doesn't look frizzy. I just feel like it looks so, so good. And that is just with a simple blow dry. Like on this side specifically, this side I did use those straightening attachments, but I did like blow dry and mess it around and stuff afterward. But already I am in love with just the blow drying attachment. So now I guess we will go ahead, get on to the main star of the show. Also, this is a little bit warm, but it's not like super crazy hot or anything like that. The curling attachments, I am so, so excited. I have first the thicker attachment, the one that is like the same width all around. I think this is for this side, so I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to this side because I'm a little bit more comfortable working on that side. So I feel like I should probably start with that. First, I'm just going to divide my hair. You can split your hair into top and bottom, but on an everyday basis, I probably won't. So I just feel like this is probably more true to it. I'm going to take a section about this big, probably like maybe an inch, inch and a half wide. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm pretty sure this should just like take your hair. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know which way it goes. Let me see. I'm pretty sure your hair should just like kind of wrap around it. I don't really know. But let me go ahead and try this out. Okay, so I think I did put the wrong side on, but this is what the curl looked like. It's actually really pretty. Oh my goodness, that is the most perfect curl I think I have ever seen. Oh my god, I love that. Definitely put the wrong side on. Let me go ahead and just switch these. It's very, very hot, but you know, it's fine. I'm able to switch it without completely burning my hands. But that is like gorgeous, and this is literally my first ever attempt ever using this. And I love it because you don't get any like crimp marks, but it does give you that super nice, looks like you used a curling iron. That is so beautiful. And obviously my hair is incredibly soft, doesn't smell burnt or anything. That's amazing. I'm literally already obsessed. Let me go ahead and take another smaller piece, just kind of like underneath, brush that out, and I'm gonna go ahead. So I just let it wrap up and kind of twist it, that way it gets like sort of to my root, and then I'll hold it there and then just go ahead and let it go. So let me just sort of shake it loose. So this one wasn't obviously as perfect of a curl just because it was like on this tight underneath part, but that's what I am looking for. Let me go in with another piece with this barrel attachment. All right, so that one, yeah, that one came out much more normal, like the other curl. So pretty. Like, I love how loose and beautiful these curls are coming out, and my hair looks so shiny. Like, wow, I really, really like that. This was what the first one looked like again. So it is falling a little bit. I'm not gonna use any hairspray or anything just because right after I wash my hair, I like to have my hair be super, super nice and soft. So I'm gonna switch over to the other curling attachment, the one that's a little bit more tapered, just to see how that works. And I'm gonna take a piece of hair right here and I'm going to try this one out. They do have this one in a longer one, which I might need if I wanted to kind of get to the root, because I have like decently long hair. Like, it comes down to like kind of to here. It's not incredibly long, but it's definitely longer than like it has ever been. But we will see how this one is. Right, so that's that. Of course, this is what that curl is looking like. It did get a little bit, oh no, there it goes. I think that's nice and pretty. It got a little bit crazy at the bottom. I feel like I want to try curling it, but turning it off before I remove it from the barrel, because I wonder if that'll impact it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. And then I'm turning it off and then removing it, which I feel like that makes it not get as crazy. Yeah. So I feel like that might be the move. Let me see if I can actually redo this piece. It doesn't look terrible, but I'm just curious to try it. Okay, turning it off and then releasing it. Oh yeah, so that gives you like a full-on like ringlet. I'm just gonna comb through that with my hands. But that looks so gorgeous. It definitely like shrinks up your hair, but I heard that it does fall pretty soon after you do it. So I'm gonna go ahead, do the rest of my hair, and I will be right back. Another thing that I literally just discovered is I don't even need to twist it. If I just kind of like pull my hair and move it up, I don't even need to do that. So like, let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's actually been a few minutes since I finished up curling my hair, just because I had to do some stuff on the computer. So it has fallen a little bit, but I really, really like how it actually looks. I do think I want to just touch up maybe like this piece over here, which was like the first piece that I did, because it's looking a little bit sad, and then just my kind of bang piece. So I'm gonna do that quickly with the tapered barrel, which I definitely think I prefer so far. That is perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I just wanted it to be like a little bit more kind of outward and cohesive with the rest of my hair. But putting this to the side, I really, really, really love this. I think that it came out so nice. I will try to remember to do a check-in later today. That way you can kind of see how my hair has fallen. So right now it is just turning 5 o'clock, so before I go to bed later, I'll show you what my hair is looking like. But right now, right away, I am loving it. Like, this is the look that I'm always going for. But when I'm using a curling iron or anything like that, I feel like I always get clamp marks, or my hair is fried, or sometimes my ends get messed up. But this, since it's literally just like smooth air, I feel like my hair just looks beautiful and feels beautiful. It looks shiny, it's frizz-free. I'm obsessed with it. Overall, I mean, it is a very, very expensive product. Do I think that you probably could get this look with something else? Yes, but that being said, this is a lot more healthy for your hair because the heat level is much lower, the drying time is much lower, so basically you're having less heat for a less amount of time, which is way less damaging on your hair. It has a cool setting, it has different attachments, so it's basically an all-in-one. It's your blow dryer, it's your brush straightener, it's your curling iron, it's everything. It has anything that you could possibly need all wrapped up in one. It comes in a beautiful, beautiful case. Like, this case that it comes with is so gorgeous. It's balancing on stuff right now, so I can't show it, but the case that it comes with is absolutely gorgeous. I think that it is such a good product, and if you have the money, obviously if you're buying stuff from Ulta, you can save up your points. 2,000 points is $125 right there, and then sometimes during holiday, they will allow coupons that do work on Dyson, so keep your eye out this holiday season. If you're thinking about splurging on this, or of course if you have the extra money, I would say go for it. If you're going to use it every single day, if it's going to replace any of your styling tools, then go for it. I love it. I feel like I'm going to use this a ton, and I am just so excited to have it. All right, hello everybody. So it is 7:16. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here. Oh my gosh, my hair looks super purple in this lighting. But basically, yeah, it has obviously fallen quite a bit, but I'm still really happy with how it looks. This is actually what I was hoping it would do, because I love when my hair just looks kind of like this, sort of blown out, effortless, and I just really like how the front pieces turned out and just how everything had kind of fallen. So if you're looking for something that's gonna last a lot longer, you would probably want to use like hairspray or something like that. but I obviously did not use any hairspray, so that's why mine definitely fell a bit. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video, and I really hope that it was helpful and helped you determine whether or not you think that it's worth it for you personally to pick it up. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!